Hi and welcome back to Bride Society. So it's chilly outside, winter is here, so we thought we'd round up some options of like winter cover-ups for both the bride and your bridal party for your big day to keep that chill at bay.
So when you start thinking about a winter cover-up, you might automatically think of a faux fur stole or shrug. They're the most typical ones to keep you warm on a wintry wedding.
Something white and fluffy is what comes to my mind.
So we picked a couple of faux fur. They're called scarves on the website, but we wouldn't necessarily call them a scarf. The first one we chose was from Ted Baker, which was £89, and the one we chose was maroon, but it also comes in pink. And then the other one was from Coast, and this one was £59, and they described it as blush. So these are both, well, they're both warm, fluffy scarves, stoles, which wrap around your shoulders, as demonstrated by Becky.
Yeah, we were surprised when the Ted Baker one came, actually, weren't we? Because I got it out and it is in the shape of a dead animal.
Yeah.
Now I know it's a faux fur, but I just didn't expect it to be literal. It doesn't actually say anywhere on the website, because I went back and checked. On the packaging it does say animal, but I was like, why is it animal? And even like the tail's stuffed, like,
so it looks like a tail. So if you're not keen on looking like wearing something that looks like a realistic animal, maybe that was not the one for you. But there are lots of other options out there.
And it was still nice, like it was still like warm and cozy, and it didn't look so obvious once you had it on, and the tail like pushed through the loop on the other side, so it held itself. So yeah, not to deter you, it's not obvious on the website, and none of the pictures show it in that way. So just to be aware of that.
Heads up with that one.
But it is quite a glam option. Once I had it on, because to be honest, like in my opinion, it's not a style I particularly care for. But actually, when I had it on, I did kind of feel much more glam.
It's quite a sophisticated look, I think, having the kind of the stole faux fur.
But if you wanted to have it open so we could see your dress, it would just outright fall off your shoulders. Just as a heads up, just something to think about with that style. But I'd say lots of other options as well, and obviously some really nice ones in Bridal Boutiques as well. But obviously some high street options.
So something that's kind of similar along the lines of the kind of traditional winter cover-up was another one we chose, which was a feather shrug, and we selected one from Monsoon, and this was £129. It was actually a cape, so it didn't have any armholes, so it just sat on your shoulders.
I think it had a hook and eye, like just here.
And again, this is kind of more of a glam option, so if you're having less of a rustic style wedding, something maybe I can imagine it in an evening with lots of people in like dinner jackets and really long dresses,
a cocktail type look. And it did like, well, I say hook and eye, like it had a little brooch which you can't see, it's not that obvious, but it was quite nice, like little brooch detailing to hold it together. But just something a bit more of a twist on that traditional look, wasn't it? And again, warm over the shoulders, and this one was kind of the light colour, so maybe the other ones we showed were maybe ones your bridesmaids might want to wear if it matched the colour scheme of the wedding, although you can get obviously cream, ivory, white versions of those. This one might be something you might want to wear with your wedding dress. We would just be a bit more quirky.
Well, Another option, which isn't necessarily going to keep you warm, but does add a bit of glamour, sparkle to your outfit, are the kind of lacy beaded capes. We've chosen a couple. The first one is from Jenny Packham at Debenhams, and that's £40. And then the second one we chose was Phase 8, and it was £110.
So at the pricier end for what we've picked. But and that was in ivory. So we've gone more traditional colours with these ones. So not going to keep you warm. We'll keep a slight chill off, but as that bit of glitz and excitement, like a Christmas twinkle, if you like. So again, like so again, these are more sort of a cape kind of version with sort of hook and eyes to keep them together. So it'll hold on to you without having to sort of hold it as you're walking down the aisle. Appreciate in the pictures that we've taken, like maybe it isn't the best example in terms of the dress that I'm wearing underneath, because it's maybe a bit fussy for what's going on, but that did lead us to think that actually in terms of the style of dress you wear underneath, you might need to think about that, because it might be better with a strapless dress to kind of add a bit of interest up there, but without too much fuss. I think there's too much fuss otherwise. That was one of the main thoughts, wasn't it? Again, just in our experience when we ordered through Phase 8, so one-off experience, perhaps just that they seem to take a little bit longer than most to deliver. Not outside what they said, it's just, you sometimes think things are going to come faster than they do. And actually beads were already falling off and things, but it did come with extra beads, so if you're not worried about that, that's fine. But yeah, just a bit of a heads up. But I think for me, like in terms of choices of shrugs, I've always quite preferred the kind of sparkly ones. I don't know about you, like
quite delicate, and they work for everybody, so they work for both you in a wedding dress or your bridal party. They could tie you all together.
And if you're conscious about the tops of your arms and things, that can kind of just sit there quite nice.
And these ones aren't even necessarily limited to winter. If you wanted something, you could wear it in summer just to have something on your shoulders as well. So another option is maybe thinking outside the box slightly and going for something that isn't traditionally maybe a bridal look or the bridal party look.
So a bit quirky.
Yeah. So this could be, like we've picked first up, like a sequin jacket, and this just adds a bit of glitz and sparkle to your winter wedding. It also keeps you warm, and this one is from ASOS, and it was £75, and as you can see it's just full on sequins. You could obviously choose whichever colour sequin that matches your theme, so if you want more gold, copper or silver, go for that. And then we also thought about leather jackets, which are quite a popular option at the moment. Now this one is actually Becky's own leather jacket, so it just goes to show that you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money. You can use something you've already got in your wardrobe, and especially if it makes you feel like you, if it's something that you're known for, maybe kind of you're never seen without your leather jacket.
And as well, if you've got maybe a more relaxed vibe to your wedding and that kind of thing, and you just want that kind of quirkiness and individuality and things, that's quite I'm quite enjoying that trend.
And one great thing we've seen with leather jackets is they can also be personalised. So there are companies that will add kind of your name or the wedding date or something on the back.
Or bride.
Which just makes it that bit more special. And then that makes it something like to keep for years to come, and you can always associate that with your wedding.
Well, and I think one of the trends that's currently going on at the moment is, if you have the word like bride written on the back and things, it's then after you get married to then like pass that on to your next friend that gets married, so it can kind of be a sort of a travelling jacket in that sense, and keep kind of living on and have that link between your friends while you're getting married, which is quite nice. We can obviously do that with other things like veils, like we won the same veil and things like that, so it's quite a sweet kind of thing to incorporate, I think, too.
And it's just something borrowed potentially if you're following that tradition.
There you go. So they were the ones that we looked at for today. There obviously are other ones out there, but these ones, as well as we mentioned, they're all off the high street. Granted, it's still at varying price points, some much cheaper than others, but as well, there's still the choice of bridal boutiques, which have some beautiful and lovely options as well, like delicate, glamorous, all those kind of things. So, do check those out as well. But if you want to start there.
One thing that we were aware of with all the ones that came is the vast majority were just one size. So they don't come in like small, medium, large. So that's just something to bear in mind as well when ordering something.
And obviously some warmer than others, and some cooler in a trendy kind of way than others and things. But something to think about. So so that's our little kind of overview of those today. So we hope you have a very nice winter wedding and that you keep nice and warm. As well, if you're looking for more winter inspiration, do check out our winter wedding series that we're currently running. And obviously more content on our Pinterest, Instagram, all those types of things, and our website as well for our blog. So I hope you can join us there.